this low-budget movie is actually a disaster. Hello friends, have you ever watched a movie so good that you just need to tell everybody about it? Well, this movie is not that. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a film called Monstrous Disunion. By the way I say film, everybody keeps commenting that. Stop taking the piss out of it. To give you an idea of what this movie is about, let's read the synopsis. It is the day of the EU referendum, and Britain is about to change forever. What a great start. When Maddie returns home from university with two friends in tow, she expects to clash with her family's views, but has no idea just how bad things would get. Her dad makes bad jokes, her mum makes a fuss, and her hometown seems to be populated by raging, murderous pig monsters. Sorry, what? A family feuding pig monsters dotted about? That's a film I can't miss. Quentin Tarantino, eat your heart out, fella. It's already surpassed his legacy. The star and director of this film is a man called Martin W. Payne, which is ironic because his surname is probably going to represent all our feelings after watching this. But one thing that kind of gives us a little bit of confidence is it's streaming exclusively on Amazon Prime, so it can't be that bad. Let's take a look at these raging, murderous pig monsters. Drop a subscribe if you're new. So the movie starts off with an old woman listening to the news about Brexit, and then her grandson walks in, opens the fridge and grabs a packet of crisps. Who keeps crisps in the fridge? Can you imagine going in Tesco and your mate stops you just before you go in? Oi, Barry, will you pick us up some Monster Munch? And ice. Why would I get you ice with crisps? Because they're flaming hot, mate. Worst joke ever. We then get our first look at the dad of the family. It's Martin W. Payne! Come on! I might start a Martin W. Payne fan account at this point. Is anyone else turned on right now? Just me? Okay. I think it's the little Brexit sticker over his nipple. I don't know. It's just kind of doing something for us. I believe that I love this man.
Morning, Nigel.
Hello, Mark.
How you doing?
You know.
Been to vote yet?
Not yet.
No?
I had a terrible...
But you will do, won't you?
Yes, I had a terrible evening.
What in the GCSE drama was that? It then cuts to the dad, his son, and his daughter's friend who sit around the breakfast table and bitch about women.
Now we gotta wait for the bloody women.
Bloody woman, eh? Always slowing down our breakfast by liking Molly May's photos or shoving Tampax in the bloody holes. Not the bloody holes. Well, technically, yes, they're bloody... I'm going to stop saying bloody holes. I've just said it again. Why did I say it again? The girls then join the breakfast table and the son brings up that he's going to be voting in favour of Brexit.
Know which box to tick?
Yeah, leave.
What a amazing family bonding experience. And then straight after this, with no context at all, it just cuts to the girl and her friends in a random kids park. I don't know why. And the worst part is, it stays on this for a minute straight without any cuts. So we just watch this girl go continuously up and down a kid's slide with no context and no reason. And also, why are the friends just like standing so far away and like just watching her? Like, why aren't they joining in? This is such a weird experience. Now after this, you'd think, okay, they've tried to represent some sort of like emotional feeling, I guess. But now it's time to, you know, crank the pressure up. It's only 8 minutes in, we kind of need to get the viewer's attention back. But no, it just cuts to the dad smoking in his shed for 2 minutes straight. No cuts! What the fuck is going on? The ADHD in me now is seriously having a meltdown. Like, I literally need to take some pills. There was more cuts on my wrist in year 9 than is in this entire film. Oh, fucking hell, that one's deep. Just like the cuts right after stop.
Dave, you clearly feel very strongly about the EU, but what has made you feel this way?
I'm going to need therapy after this movie. At least put a zoom in. That's what I do. I put zooms in my videos to make me seem less boring. You can do it. The movie finally cuts to some dialogue after 5 minutes of straight silence. And it involves the dad shouting his political beliefs at his son because, you know, that's what all our dads do.
Those tossers in the EU.
I love how, you know, normal family members kind of vent to their co-workers about their political beliefs. Or write a post on Facebook book. But no, Martin W. Payne decided to make a fucking movie out of it. And be the main character and the director. Imagine having to go to school the next day and everybody knows that your dad made a movie on his political beliefs. I don't think I could ever show my face again. I would go to the chemistry classroom alone, turn on all the Bunsen burners, lock the doors, and just wait.
Foxes. Foreign students. Foreign foxes. Political correctness.
That was my favourite part of Brexit, to be fair. When all the foreign foxes fucked off, I was actually outside my local Lidl, shouting, "Look after our own foxes first!" The family then all sit down and have their tea together whilst the crazy man is still outside. And I've just realised that this is actually the next door neighbour. Like, if your next door neighbour is outside, clearly in distress, and he's been there all day, do you not just invite him in for tea? Like, if you're on first name basis, surely, you know, you're kind of a little bit comfortable with them.
Foxes. European foxes.
What the hell is going on? He's moved on to European foxes now. You could call them continental. What do you mean European foxes? Is there like a Champions League of foxes? To be fair, he keeps rubbing his snout. Could that mean he's a raging murderous pig monster? What the fuck's perderous? Whoa, really quick reaction times with that one. I think there's a latency lag. I think they're playing on like 40 ping here. Wait, what was that? The dad then goes to inspect what the loud bang was, and he finds out that it's the next door neighbour, Nigel, and I'm going to warn you, what you're about to witness next will never leave you. This will stay with you for the rest of your life.
It's Nigel, our neighbour. Nigel? Nigel? Nigel?
What the fuck happened to Nigel? Why is he turned into Professor Lupin? Is it a full moon? Oh wait, actually, is he? He's a raging murderous pig monster! Yes! Fucking finally! Also, I really love the teeth. They're so real, mate. Definitely been to Turkey for those ones. Mustn't have got the memo about the hairline though. You might need to have to book a return flight with Ryanair. Not a sponsor. Well, the dad's reaction is to sprint back in the house to find his son, who somehow has just spawned a kitchen knife out of nowhere. What is he going to do with a kitchen knife? Slice the pig and make bacon? What is going on? And why is he holding it like that? He's holding it like a lightsaber. I love that part of Star Wars where Mace Windu slices the pigs. One thing I love about this scene is when Martin W. Payne is talking to his family, he doesn't decide to, you know, change the angle. He just turns his back on the audience. He's definitely just got a new fade from the Turkish barbers and he was like, I need to show this off. Maybe that's the sponsor and the brand deal of the movie, who knows? The first rule of GCSE drama, Martin W. Payne, is never turn your back on your audience. You can have that one for free. They all then rush into the kitchen and stick together away from the windows. I don't know about you, but surely, like, you call someone, like, you either call, like, an ambulance, like, he could be having some sort of stroke at this point. You don't know, you've never seen this kind of thing before. Or even the police if you're really worried. If you do think he's a pig monster, call, I don't know, the RSPCA or something. I don't know, I just think if my next door neighbour and I knew them and then they suddenly came in my garden and started growing fangs, I would try to help. The family then gather around an iPad and watch a newscaster who I can only imagine was hired off Fiverr by the production value.
Government official has announced that apparently there have been a few cases of swine flu and nothing to be concerned about.
Swine flu? I had swine flu and I didn't grow fangs and oink. I just puked up me Lucasade for a week. They then show another video of a boy riding a skateboard, unconfirmed if it was Tony Hawk's at this point, and he gets chased by one of these raging murderous pig monsters. Sorry, swine flu sufferers. You probably would be able to see what actually happened here if the lighting team didn't decide to shine an iPhone torch on the screen. Now, I'm trying to think logically here. If this whole scenario was happening to me, I feel like at this point, my next step would be to, I don't know, devise a plan of action of like how we're going to cope with this. And the best thing that this family could decide on is to put the kettle on.
Maybe I would have that cup of tea. Yes, everyone have to.
Love! There's bloody killer pigs on the loose! I didn't want a fucking teabag! You know what they say, 2 sugars a day keeps the raging murderous pig monsters away. I guess one positive of this part of the movie is I actually am really hooked. Like, I want to see what is about to come and if they actually will, you know, beat this pandemic. And now they've, you know, cranked up the pace, you'd think they'd keep up the momentum and really build it into the middle of the movie. No, they fucking don't. They decide to keep it on the same angle of the old woman making tea for 3 minutes. Fucking 3 minutes. Bang! That's a record. We only got up to 2 minutes 10 seconds last time. Anyone at all fancy speaking? You're in a movie, if that helps. That guy's definitely texting his missus going, this movie, absolutely shite, need to get away. It then cuts to the family actually devising an action plan while sitting at the dinner table. And the grandma comes up with this miraculous cure that they'll be okay because they've had chicken for tea.
They said swine flu, didn't they? Yeah, swine flu. Well, we had chicken, so that's okay.
If you didn't already know, swine flu is a respiratory disease, which means you catch it, you know, through the air. Trust me, I know, I have asthma. I was the first bugger to catch it.
It's more likely to be the Russians than it is the British.
Yes.
It is the Russians. I bet it is the Russians.
Well, that's Vladimir Putin's secret weapon out the window. I love how all grandmas do this, though. Like, they blame everything on the Russians. Have you seen this bloody weather at the minute? I tell you what, it's those bloody Russians. All the potholes in the road at the minute. I tell you what, I tell you who it is. It's the bloody Russians, love. Have you seen these kids these days with the bloody earrings and the purple hair? It's down to the bloody Russians, that is. And if you didn't think the grandma had gone, you know, quite far enough with her insults, she then says this.
It could be the Muslims. It could be. It could be a terrorist thing.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's the end of this one. See you later, everyone. Yeah, I love the part of the Quran when the raging murderous pig monsters pop up. Well, that's my grandma bingo card finished. Passes the box of Wambos, love. We then cut to this other random guy on a screen who's on a show called The Real Truth, so you know it's about to be absolutely amazing. And he says that all vegetarians are turning into pig monsters.
Vegetarians, vegans, pescatarians, whatever they're called.
I'm sorry, right, but if there was pig monsters dotting about the place, eating people, I'm pretty sure vegetarians and vegans would be safe. If anything, wouldn't the pigs have mercy for them? Wouldn't they be like, oh, actually, mate, I'm not gonna eat you. You haven't ate any of my family tree. I'll not murder you this time. Thank you for your service. Surely they'd be the safest people around in a pig pandemic. We then cut to the daughter's friend eating some cake, and then she starts to have some sort of reaction.
You okay? Well, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Breathing. Obviously. I'm sure you're okay.
Could they really not just go around the grandma's head? Why are they shooting the grandma's head? We can't see any emotion on the girl's face at this point. She's a piglet. Piggy pig. I can see it. She'll be down the street rolling in mud and growing fangs in no time. I'm calling it now. Now the normal reaction here would be, oh, maybe she has a nut allergy from the cake. Or, you know, there's something in the cake that doesn't quite agree with that. Everyone's going to be so calm and just sort the situation, right?
The soybeans, yes. But soybean. It's making
Oh my god, soybeans are pig food.
Yes.
Oh,
it's a pig. Turning. Yeah.
Wrong. Well, I'm glad Sherlock Holmes and Watson's on the case. And they decide to actually confront the woman while she's, you know, possibly dying.
Madeline, you look at me.
Having an allergic reaction.
You look at me now, Madeline.
Not now.
For once in your life, listen to me.
Can you imagine going to your friend's house, having a nut allergy, and this is how their dad reacts? Oh my God. I think I'd have a panic attack. I'd be like, mate, it's okay. I've literally just got eczema. Why is this reaction? So once the dad's been told it's a nut allergy, he'll calm down, right? Again, you're wrong. He actually chases them up the stairs with a knife.
Upstairs, now. We need to go upstairs now. Till we know what's going on, the safest place for you is upstairs.
She's literally just got a peanut allergy. So the dad decides to then lock them in the bedroom. No more letters! You're not going back to that bloody school! I wish this scene was in Harry Potter. That would have been fantastic. Can you imagine though, your psycho friend's dad chasing you up his stairs with a knife? I'd be straight on the phone to Bernardo's. And a podcast studio. I'm about to be rich with this story. Are you mad? They're then just stuck in the room together processing what's just happened. And somehow the woman has just made like a miraculous recovery. Like she's absolutely fine now. I've seen less believable miracles in the gospel. At this point, I physically could just not stop watching this movie. I think it's fantastic. This might actually be the best movie I've ever seen.
Your daughter has brought those things into our house.
What are you talking about? She had a reaction.
Why is he knifing the air? What is going on? I have never seen anybody shadow knife. I've seen shadow boxing, but never that. And then they end up having a civil war between the three of them as they then turn the knives on the grandma.
Wash your hands at once.
I'm fucking just... Mate, I'm sorry, I'm in hysterics. This is going to finish her off. I don't know if her heart could take this. The boy then runs upstairs and threatens them all with his knife that he's been shadow knifing with. And the daughter's friend tries to tackle him to save them, I guess. And again, I have to say this, what you're about to witness next will never, ever leave your soul. Oh, that is fucking amazing. We're in a pig apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Is there any explanation as to why he suddenly turned into a pig? I wonder if the directors were just like, oh, well, the movie, you know, needs a little something. Should we just turn him into a pig? Go on, love. What a stab. I don't think anything could prepare you for walking upstairs in your own house to see your daughter has stabbed your son, who seemed to have turned into a pig. I don't think anybody would have that on their 2023 bingo card. At this point, the daughter understandably drops the knife and is like really shocked by what has happened in the situation. She then turns to her right to spot a dad and grandma have also turned into pigs. I actually want to put this to the comments. How would you react if your entire family, one random day, just turned into raging murderous pig monsters? I'm going to pin the best comment. The daughter then goes and tells her friend that her entire family have just turned into pigs, and the daughter seems kind of surprised, as if she wasn't just attacked by one a few moments earlier. Now at this point, surely you'd run, or, I don't know, go to the local police station, go to somewhere where you feel safe. But not this woman. This woman decides to have a nap right in the middle of a pig apocalypse. You can literally nap any other part of the day. That wouldn't even be in my top 100 things to do.
He's dead, Maddie. He's dead.
I don't understand why they don't just ring the police. Or maybe it's they don't want any more pigs showing up. Oh, hey, now the party's started. They then look out the window as, I guess, another escape point, but they just see a random pig in their garden. I kind of feel sorry for this raging murderous pig monster. He looks a little socially anxious. I can save him. I want to marry him. Oh, wait. I think that's the next door neighbour still. Has he just been there the entire time? Like the past 24 hours? Oh, so I wonder if the pig monsters actually aren't that fast, or like if they don't actually have many thoughts. To be fair, they're just a pig. The daughter and her friend then decide to try and leave the room. But not if Granny Pig's got anything to do with it. I really wish this was a pantomime. She's behind you! And then still gets eaten somehow. That was the one thing that used to annoy me about pantomimes, how the entire crowd of 200 people can tell one person there's someone behind them and they can't see them. So the daughter doesn't try and save her friend. She's like, well, Granny's got her for tea. I'll just try and escape myself. She then runs downstairs and gets confronted by her dad, who's doing a piggy pig dance. I think the cameraman was trying to shoot it so you could see the pig monster through her legs, but they were just a little bit off, just like this movie, almost perfect. I guess we just need to watch to see how this movie ends. Why is she staring at his lips? Is this movie about to take a bit of a weird turn? As if it hasn't already. Are they about to take this up a level? Is there going to be some porking? Porking, that is awful.
Kill you, get the fuck out.
What? The daughter as well? What? Why? Why you? We never got reasoning as to why everyone turned into pigs. Why is she also a pig? Wait, is she gonna kill the dad? How come all the other pigs' brains seem to be mushed, but she can still function as a... I'm lost. So what was the moral of this movie? Don't pick a political party. We're all going to turn into raging murderous pig monsters anyway. I don't think I'm going to be the same after doing this video. That is an hour of my life that I will never get back, and I feel like it's going to change the course of my journey. If you would like to see me react to more movies, please 2,000 likes on this video and I'll do that. If you want to see me take the piss out of something else, click right here. It's a good one.